Ah ha ha. Yeah. See, I order these on Amazon. I get them. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Ruined the whole thing.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
I know.
You know what? We're not promoting them now. Done. Reschedule for next week.
I'll leave. I was on.
No, don't leave. Don't leave.
I'm sorry. Did you get my message? I messaged you. I don't.
Yeah, it says I'm going on now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on.
What?
I can't think. I'm black. I'm just in mourning right now.
You are. You're sad. Don't be sad.
I don't know what to do.
We have a great guest on today. Don't be sad.
I know. Oh,
why are you in all black?
Oh,
that's me.
I know. Me. I seriously don't know what's going on. We can't keep meeting this way.
This is all because of you. This is nothing.
Oh no! It's been a while, Jason.
Been a while. It's been a week. What are you talking about?
Still rusty.
We had Pear on last week. What are you talking about?
Is the chat going? Oh, it's okay.
All right. You know what? Our guests have been patiently waiting.
He's probably like, oh my gosh, I've gotten myself into something. This is
your butterfly isn't there. Your butterfly should be there.
It's a hummingbird, dear.
It's the hummingbird. It was a butterfly before. Whatever.
It's been. Yeah, I could do the butterfly.
Whatever. Just get a logo up there. What are you doing?
Okay.
Why is there two of me? This is scary.
I'm leaving.
You're freaking the chubs
I'm leaving.
out.
I'm gonna figure it out. And you can.
Why are you leaving? Don't leave.
You know, this is already a shit show. I think it's okay if I leave.
No. Just click the gear icon we'll troubleshoot this live. They don't need to promote your book. It's fine. We'll leave them back there. No, just click the gear icon in the bottom.
Oh, is that what that is?
Click that and then go to profile and it should you're dead.
You know why I did this? So you would start without me again.
I think you did this so you can make one of my favorite indie artists wait backstage as long as possible. I think that's why you did it. I really think it's
so embarrassed.
But you should be in there. Speaking of which, let's bring on our guests. They're sharing space today.
Hi.
We got the Stephans on. Now, should I call you Karl and Monika or Mr. and Mrs. Chubbs? Which one do you prefer?
Karl and Monika.
Okay. I did see Luke misspelled.
Mankia. Which is not Mankia. Well, the funny story is that when we met, you know, I wasn't pronouncing her name correctly. She kept like, and she says it's like, and she was going Monika, and I went Monkey, and I kept calling her Monkey, and eventually she dropped off.
Is that like a nickname you have for her now, or?
Monkey.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You know, like everyone calls her Angie because she loves it so much.
I must feel like you have privilege to call me Angie this entire time for what I did.
Yeah, no, she hates it. I think Shelby Robertson is the only one that calls her Angie.
Well, but, people do, but I've learned to deal with it.
Yeah. So how's it going?
Die inside. Anyway.
Well. Yeah, first, real quick, how are y'all doing today on this fight? It's nighttime for you. It's 10 p.m. because you're all in our motherland of England. So, So, how are y'all doing this evening?
Oh, not bad. Is it your mother? That's the thing with America. Everybody's comes from sort of a different part. So, is it? Have you traced it back to Bascom? Yeah.
We have Welsh.
Welsh, Wales is just there.
Yeah,
it's literally like across the river.
Yeah, and that's the thing with most Americans. We could trace back something to some region or province or whatever. What do you guys call them?
I think province.
Counties.
Counties. Okay.
Yeah, region. I mean, the accents change from street to street.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
they're equal to top of each other. So it's very.
I think if you're white, you have a high chance of being part British in some way.
Myself. Yeah. Well, we have a lot of like my lineage is mostly Welsh and German, and then there's a whole bunch of like Irish, and there's a whole bunch of spritzel things in there, but we're mainly German, and we have then Welsh, and then so on and so forth. So
I know that New York was originally. I think it was a Dutch colony to start off with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as most people know, also with America anyway, the Vikings, the Norse, really came here first as far as that area goes. So I mean, then you can also trace back to like, you know, even you have like Polynesians or like, you know, the Asian territories then, you know, came over also before then. So if you dig deep, like we are a melting pot. This whole area is just a mix of everyone. It's fantastic, I think. But
It's beautiful.
It's great. So before we get started, Angela, I do see that there's a chat. I think
Yes.
And I will say, let me say this real quick. I'm happy to see Arvid was first. I haven't seen Arvid in a while, so welcome.
Hey, cheers, Arvid. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We had him on before.
Hmm?
We've had him on before.
Yeah, Arvid's a good guy. I've known Arvid a while. He's a great writer and a really cool dude. So yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
Fun stories.
Mhm.
Henry Bemis. Hello. Cheers, Henry. Good to see you.
What's up, Henry?
Speaking of the devil, horns included. Hey, Luke.
What's
cheers.
up, Luke? Yeah, I was gonna back Luke. I was telling Carl backstage I was gonna back while you guys were on his channel, but I was at work and with Indiegogo, and we were talking about that backstage, the new Indiegogo. But yeah, I didn't get to back. So on your channel, but yeah.
He was listening. He was like, "How dare you point out my faults?" So
he look. If a blind guy can see it, you know you messed up.
Can you fire him? Or can he fire you? I mean, I get fired a lot.
Okay.
What's that look like?
Well, let's theoretically, no, because Topicless is ours, but
yes,
credit where credit is due. I came up with Topicless, so
maybe
I could fire him, but no,
because
he's kept it alive this long, so more than
true.
I probably would have quit a long time ago.
There's Cran. Cheers, Cran. Good to see
Cranberry.
you. I think we'll have people coming in.
Yeah, we have people coming in. And hey, if you guys don't even want to hear anything any of us have to say, you don't care about words, go check out the campaign. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, as well in the description somewhere. I use Grok to fill that in. I think I put it to the top too, but yeah. So we were talking, you know, lineage and stuff like that, but it's fantastic, like I said. So real quick, how did you two meet?
Well,
I don't think it's late enough for that story.
Look, this channel is uncensored. I have ink spots on, for Pete's sake. So if it's raunchy or wrong or violent in any way, shape, or form, no matter what words you want to use, I don't care.
It was just, you know, it was just weird. Like, so basically, there's this. We're both into metal, goth, industrial. All this.
We'll get to that too. Yeah.
And there's a club in London called the Slimelight, which is the oldest running alternative club in the world. Basically, it's been going since 1987. And I basically met her there. I was really drunk, and I was just sitting at the bar, and there was this huge Polish guy with big broken nose standing there looking very unhappy. So I'm like, hey, and I didn't know him from Adam. I was like, hey, why are you looking so bloody miserable? And he's like, so he tells me, no, I've just broken up with my girlfriend of like, how long were you going? 12 years or something. And then I'm like, oh, that's awful. He says, yeah, she's really good looking. She's dancing over there. So, of course, I just slammed into her. And I kind of would have, you know what?
Amazing.
I would have gotten Me Too'd to hell, to be fair.
So you two met on the night that dude broke, not that night maybe, but right after that guy's heartache and loss, you're like, you know what? I could benefit from this.
He wanted to kill me.
I can monetize. I could benefit.
He wanted to absolutely kill me. But yeah, no, we're good mates now. You know, we get like a house on fire. But I mean, it's like it was just. I wasn't thinking at all. I was kind of. I was so intoxicated. I was just going on autopilot.
Yeah. That's how I lead most of my life, is on autopilot. But it doesn't really do me any good. No, that's fantastic. I was always curious because what's that, Angela?
No, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I've always been curious because like I mean, Karl, for the most part, I mean, your posts that I do see, it's usually the art posts, the ones that I do see, because the way I interact with you on Facebook and X, it's like I'll end up liking, because I'm a visual person, it's harder for me to read the words. And then I see Monica's posts on Facebook, and they're fantastic. I'm like, how does she get away with what she's doing? I'm like,
They're
How many
hilarious.
how many accounts have you had on Facebook? Because I get like a message like, "This is actually me. Please add me." Like,
She's
how
lost
many?
her accounts several times already.
Yes, I was getting away with it for quite a while. However, a few months ago, without any warning or explanation, my account of 20 years was just deleted.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously I was quite upset at the time because, you know, of all the, you know, photos from 20 years and all that. But I've had a new one for a while now. I think I'm close to 1,000 people there, all
Nice.
like artists, comic artists and such. So I'm rebuilding.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going back to that story,
Alright.
how we met, like I was so impressed by that guy's.
Wow, this guy's
like
brass neck.
his brass swagger. Yeah.
wow.
Fran says, well, when one person puts down something valuable and someone else picks that valuable thing up.
But it was
There you go.
asshole behavior, absolute asshole behavior. She interpreted this as strength. It was just pure arrogant, drunken arrogance.
Well, this was how long ago? 20 years?
20 years ago. Yeah.
Now, okay, I'm 47, so you know, roughly around, you know, when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, I was frequently frequenting bars and stuff. And yes, back then, especially in the 90s, that attitude worked. Like you could be in a total like kind of a jerk to the girl, or like just crass, or like just whatever. Especially the more attractive the woman I found, the more they like didn't like it. Maybe they're like, "Who's this guy?" That because usually they're used to getting what they want. But if you treat them like, yeah, whatever, you're just a regular. They're like, "Oh, I got to talk to this person." I was like, "Yeah, I'm just playing the game." But yeah, no, it does work. It did work back then.
I mean, that's the most punkish thing you would do. Honestly, you did. That's what I would expect a guy at a bar, you know, with that kind of music would like. That's you did the right thing. You should have expected it.
The funny thing is, I didn't really operate that like that normally. It was just a fluke.
It was the courage of the alcohol, is what it was.
There you go.
Yeah.
Arvid's saying, "I'm a total Mary Boyce fanatic. Karl Monika, keep going. It's gonna blow up. Trust me."
Like, well, I wasn't like what I told Angela. I wasn't getting like, you're one of my favorite indie artists. Yeah, without a doubt. No, that is fantastic. And I mean, man, the 90s, like for all of its like era that it was, like there's ups and downs for everyone. I think the 90s really like beats it. Like you had the music evolution in the 70s, which I don't, you know, I get in the 60s and 70s with like, you know, Hendrix and stuff like that, you know, Morrison, and you know, all this great music just boom, just come out. And that's probably because of LSD. But 80s, as far as music goes, like they kind of had the movie thing, but their music was just awful. Like I can't stand hair metal. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm more of a 90s guy. Like give me like, and I know and I've said this before to Pear, with unique art styles especially, it usually fits the person. So like you could look at my artwork and it looks like I drew, like if you look at me, like that makes sense. Jason, he would draw like that looks like the way you draw, it makes sense because of your music influence. Like, and so like I'm more of a metal guy. Obviously I like a lot of other things, alternative and all that stuff, but it's mainly Luke likes heavier stuff than I do. But I mainly more into like the metal end. Punk I don't get too much as into, and I know you guys do. So what are some of your music influences?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I've been through a lot. I've been through a few sort of. So I do like metal. I think it all starts with like Sabbath and kind of builds onto there. Black metal is a big part of that. I like goth a lot, which is weird, which is kind of like doesn't really suit my, but I do. I like that sort of stuff. Industrial, neo folk, I've always had a thing for. The punk thing, like, but there's like a range to it. And punk is huge, so you can't just tell you're into punk because there's so much of it. It's almost as nebulous as saying that you just like metal. You know, it's got so many subgenres. So yeah, like I would say like probably like early 80s American punk and British punk, like when it started getting hardcore, the second wave of British punk called UK 82. Oi, I really like. that kind of but I would think especially Oi and UK82 is the Merry Boys soundtrack.
Monica?
Yeah.
Same question.
Yeah.
My I mean, I don't deal with the art really, so I don't get to influence it that way.
Oh, but like, what kind of what's some of the music that does influence you in your life, though? You know,
I'm a metalhead, but I veer off frequently into many directions. It's easier for me to say which kind of music I don't like, which is R&B, modern pop music,
country.
I like.
Oh, I'm surprised. Oh,
all
right. I won't hold it against you guys. I still like you. It's okay.
Traditional jazz music is okay for me, like, but modern jazz, no, I can't stand it.
I never understood it.
But otherwise, within genres, like I might not like hip hop in general, but like for instance, the Antwoord are great, you know. So, you know, within genres, I can always find something that actually, you know, is good. It's usually quite different to the rest of the genre in a way, but deep at heart, I always, you know, like. I'm a metalhead. I always go back to metal.
Name some bands. Name some bands, metal bands that you like.
Well, my first fascination was Bathory.
Okay.
I love Bathory.
Yeah, I know of them. Yeah.
Let me think.
Cannibal Corpse, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but
you're talking death metal. You're talking death metal. At
obviously,
that point.
death is like.
Death is great. Yeah.
I guess you guys are more familiar with American bands rather than European.
Well, I mean, we maybe like you mentioned Sabbath. That's they're from overseas. Like I mean, you know, so
Black Sabbath, to be honest.
Yes, like so. I mean, and this is a great thing. Like, yes, Americans probably will know American bands more, but American bands are influenced by
Morbid Angel.
Oh, Morbid Angel, nice. Yeah. And that's the great thing though, like especially with metal, like it's influence between punk and the blues, like and even classical. So if you mix all three of those in, like if you listen to Chopin, there's some metal stuff in there. Like, there's some stuff in there that's dark and heavy, and it's just hits.
Black metal has got classical music progression. Yep. You know,
and that's what a lot of people get, you know, they get misconstrued. They just hear, oh, it's just screaming. I don't understand. And like, well, okay, well, there is screaming, but if you listen to the music part of it as well, and you really dive into it, you'll find like if it wasn't for punk and especially punk and the blues, if it wasn't for those two things, I don't think modern metal would be what it is today.
No, you're right. Like so those thrash bands, like what Henry mentioned, like the Exploited, Discharge, they all influence. They basically influence thrash metal.
Who's GBH?
Sorry,
GBH. Is that the name of the band, or do the letters mean something?
Yeah, it's an acronym for grievous
bodily harm.
That's acronym. It's good for that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a great band. It is so bouncy. It is so, you know, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's so far removed from pop punk, and it's very far removed from the Sex Pistols. It's just aggressive, fast, bouncy music.
And we wouldn't have punk if it wasn't for, you know, British. You know, it wasn't for England. True. Like we wouldn't have punk because that's where it originated. Was over there.
This is debate. Where did it start? Was it the New York Bulls who started all that, or was it? You know, so it's kind of like a both sides of the Atlantic sort of thing.
I think it originated over there. Like, I mean, I know there was the debate about it. It's kind of like, where did metal start from? Did it start from Sabbath, or did it start from which? I mean, yes, it did. But you know, it like. There's always that like questionable thing, and that's what's great about music, art, and all in general. Is like you can endlessly talk about it because it's so vast, and there's like, I mean, you could be like, well, if it wasn't for the cavemen beating on drums, we wouldn't have music at all. So you know, it all goes back and is influenced by almost everything. So like, I even listen to some, like I know Monica said you're not a big fan of R&B and hip hop, but there's an artist named Tech Nine. He's heavily influenced by metal. So if you listen to some of his songs, like he's had songs with Corey Taylor, with Serge from System of a Down, Jonathan Davis from Korn. So like he's heavily influenced by metal. So when you listen to some of his tracks, they got that heavy like rhythm and beat to it, even though it's still rap. It just hits in that chord with me anyway. And like, there's some of his songs I just really dig that are just, they're kind of dark. And I'm like, okay, I get. And the funny thing is, this is something a lot of people also misconstrue. They think if you listen to metal, you're just like this crazy, like, and I do like murder mysteries, but you're just this crazy, mean, angry most metalheads, punk people, nicest people, the nicest people.
Arvid was wanting to know if Karl is into Death in June.
Death in June, but more Boyd Rice and None, that sort of thing, because it's got that prankster sort of edge to it. Death in June is beautiful music. I gotta say, Rome is really good too.
I'll have to check them out.
KSSS, Jason, hey Jason, I was listening to Chopin backwards. I heard Cracker Man by STP. Hi, KSSS, and also Tank Spirit here. Cheers, Tank Spirit.
Okay, what's up, Tank?
And Norden.
Look, okay, because I'll do draw streams sometimes, and I'll play my Apple Music. I have a playlist for that, and it's a mix between like metal and alternative. So he always wants me to play Cracker Man by Stone Temple Pilots, which is a good song, but I'm not a DJ. I don't take requests. So
hey, Shelby's here, and he wants you to restart.
You guys mind restarting for Shelby?
I mean, we could I wouldn't mind because I kind of crashed it.
No, you know what? We're gonna keep going. Screw Shelby. He's just an anchor.
Okay.
No. So one thing I was also curious about, Monika, were you always like the promoting leader of the team? Like, were you always like, look, Karl, you handle the art and all that stuff, and I'm going to just tackle the promoting, and we're going to get things out as best as we can. Has it always been that way, or was it something you decided later on?
How does this? Because you sold stuff on eBay constantly.
Yeah, so basically I'm an eBay queen, and I knew everything about posting stuff, and he didn't have a clue. So he first asked my advice. Then foolishly I offered to help. Little did I know it would be like 250. Parcels, per campaign.
It's 500 the first one.
Oh yeah, or something absolutely ridiculous. Like we went to the post office to ship it all. We needed like a shopping trolley.
Mm-hmm.
Two trips.
And the people there, they were like, no. I'm like, yes.
Not again.
Yeah.
Go away.
And at some point, the issue of promoting it cropped up, and I back then I was just on Facebook, living my quiet life with 100 friends. So I offered to help with that too, and that's how it's all started. And now I have no time for anything.
Now you don't have an account anymore.
Well, yeah, the first one is gone, which is probably.
I mean, and I do get now, and we joke now you don't have a life, but at the same time, it does take a lot of pressure off because we're doing it. I had the one campaign with Frog also. It's Ink and me also, so we kind of have two promoters, but we're both constantly. We're like, oh, I just finished a panel. Now I got to post it to Facebook, Instagram, and X, and now I got to tag it, hashtag it, and that you're looking at it. Even they're not drawing. They're not drawing during that time frame. So you're looking at a good half hour of you not making any product and not doing anything. So if it adds up, and you keep going and going. Next thing you know, it's almost a full day of promotion within the week, and that's a page you could have finished.
Yeah. So I had to learn a lot of about how to very quickly produce a kind of striking image that will catch somebody's eye. How to keep. I mean, I used to be a teacher of English, so I think my English is reasonably good. So I try to keep the post short and to the point. Yeah, and so there is the visual side of it. I always try to add an interesting image or a short video with some catchy music, short to the point post. And there is the other side of it, which is basically. Before I joined Twitter, I have been warned about some nasty people there. I've never had any trouble with anyone, which is wow.
Yeah.
And so what I'm building is good relationships with people. So, and I see the results because I would always, all the chat rooms I'm in, somebody chucks something in, I share it, I promote it. And now the same people, without being asked specifically to share my stuff, they just do it, which is fantastic, and I'm very grateful.
Yeah, Yeah, it's all, you know what? I'm the same, and Carl, I'm sure the same. Everybody's been nothing but nice to me. I haven't had anyone really come after me or anything. I did one time, but it was because of a video I have, and I called it Blind Guy Draws. That's the only thing they came after me about. They never came after me about like my artwork or I don't post any of my political opinions on the. How do you guys feel about that? Like, do you stray away from? I don't think you do.
It's
think
kind
you-
of impossible.
You know, I'll say something. Like, I'm actually a bit relieved they struck her channel down, because I thought the police because there's been several years of really dodgy posts going on, and I was thinking, one of these days the cops are going to rock up and out.
That's what I was going to ask you guys, because
I've gotten on the phone. It's like, what the hell have you just posted on Facebook? Take it down now. She's like, what did I? That thing that you just posted.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, being over there, because I know the laws are pretty brutal as far as social media posting
It's
goes.
insane.
How do you work with that?
I don't know. There is a thing called the Free Speech Union here, which is almost like a union. It's almost like insurance that you take out.
Oh, thank you.
If
Billy's in the chat.
What's
Cheers,
up,
Billy.
Billy?
oh, cheers, Billy. It's almost like it is what it is. Like it's a union with a legal team behind it, and they advocate for free speech in the UK, and I support them fully.
Yeah.
They're great.
We're actually members of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got
Just in case we do get
because you get a lot of frivolous so a couple rock up at the door, and they'll start, and they won't go by the law. They'll just say, "Oh, you posted this," and they'll do things they're not entitled to do to try and trip you up, and they will do things to try and make you commit a crime. You understand? So it gets very sticky. So we are, we're careful, but at the same time, I'm not, you gotta criticize the politicians, man.
You should be allowed to. Like, okay, I live. That's why I'm very happy I live where I live. You should be allowed to. You should be allowed to criticize anything. Like, you should be allowed to criticize anything. And even what?
I'll be right back. Sorry.
You. What are you gonna? You want me to take Billy down then?
No. Oh, did I do that? Okay, I did it. I fixed.
Okay. But yeah, I think because without criticism, now I'm talking positive criticism, not like, oh, you smell like bean farts. Like that's not a criticism, really. It's just an insult. But if you're like, oh, this post sucks because of this reason, they give an explanation. And it's criticizing the thing and then explaining why. But that creates discourse and discussion. Everything should be criticized at some level in some way, as long as it's constructive and it creates a debate of some kind, or even positive. Like, you can criticize something in a positive way. And I've lived in this country where we've been able to do that, thankfully, like no matter what it is. And just to take that away from people, I think it's
the cornerstone of democracy, free speech. If you take that away, then we stop being a Western nation.
And then you get into the book 1984, which everyone should read.
Yeah, that's it. That's and the problem is that we aren't dealing with, the government is not composed of people who want the best for this country. That's my genuine feeling. They're all a bunch of they are a bunch. They how can I put this? It's almost like they want as some like a communist sort of scenario in the long term. They want to control people. They don't see themselves as the government of the people in this country. They see the people in this country as some sort of a tool, a tax revenue tool, so that they can apply that tax revenue to projects outside the UK. They see themselves as a part of a global government, and they are kind of helping the global government. They're not there to primarily govern this country. That's my feeling. That's everything that I see kind of plays into that. I
see that with a lot of countries, actually. Like it's I don't know. It's horrible. It's wrong. I don't know what kind of Luke's better at verbiage than I am, but I don't know. I kind of stay out of politics, mainly for one, especially here anyway. I don't know a lot about everyone. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I know some of the opinions of some people, but I'd have to dive deep. And if I don't know something, I try to stay. Like, I can't play basketball well, so I don't play basketball. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I'm not adversed in something or knowledgeable in the what it is, I stay out of it. So I stay out of politics, but I trust the people that know about it to debate it, talk about it in an intellectual way, and hopefully we'll get somewhere someday. I try to stick to just art and posting. Just
positivity.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, that's why, like I said, like Karl, I mainly see your artwork, and I like that. I see Monica's crazy, like just art poses, which some of them are beautiful. Like she'll post classic, illustrations and stuff. I love them; they're fantastic. So, yeah, they're so good, and I'm so glad Facebook doesn't censor those. And going back to that, like people will even like if I'm hosting Topicals or something, and somebody's like, "Oh, I can't show this because there's like a nipple in it." I'm like, I don't care, just show it. Like it's art. I want to see it, and now
I a female nipple,
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a female. Okay, here's the other thing. If I draw like a male chest and I focus in on just the nipple, and I draw a female chest and I focus in on just the nipple, you're not gonna know which is which. If it's just the nipple,
absolutely.
Yeah,
it's the carrier of the nipple that determines what is what.
Yeah,
in some instances.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently, female nipples while breastfeeding are allowed now. So I've seen some ridiculous posts that are like soft porn with, ladies with boobs are holding a plastic baby.
Oh no, I've heard about that. They'll have like a plastic fake baby that's they're breastfeeding just to get away with. I'm like, I find that humorous.
I'm breastfeeding this plastic baby.
Is this like AI or something? What are we talking about here?
No, Angela, these are real people, like women, and they'll just think, I don't know if they're trolling or if they're trying to show nudity or what, but to get around the law, they'll hold a plastic fake baby breastfeeding it so they could show nudity.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard of this.
I do love it.
I find it hilarious.
This is awesome what I do.
This is always the sort of result of any censorship. People always find a way to go around it.
Yep. Especially I think art is one of the best ways to get around it, just because it's an artistic interpretation. So you can draw, like an elephant with a purple sash, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's just an elephant with a purple sash," but it's actually, "Oh, this is actually democracy, and we're counter-burning religion in with it," and like you could get a deeper meaning investigating it, but image-wise, it's just an elephant with this purple sash. So art is one of the best mediums to get around censorship. It really is. It's a way to speak your voice through visual interpretation, and it's something I've always loved about art.
Lucas can't show a pair of drawn boobs on YouTube, but there are entire channels devoted to nude yoga. Make sense.
Like
that's a very true point.
I'm going to ask how you found out.
Well, I've heard about this. Dean James, Comics Mate, he did this thing where he would EFAP the nude yoga, and he was trying to see how long he can get away with it. Is what he was doing.
Oh
no! Yeah, he got away with it for quite a while, and then finally YouTube like kind of struck him like, you got to take it down. And he's like, "Why? I'm just on
YouTube about what these people are doing. I'm not the one who."
Yeah, I'm not the one who did it. This is on your streaming platform. Like, yeah. So let's get back into the nitty gritty of stuff. Karl, who are some of your artistic influences?
Comic book influence. I mean, I've always loved Will Eisner, Jack Davis. There's a stable of British artists that are like Brendan McCarthy, like Mike McMahon. Loads of them. I mean, they just kind of meld into one. Geordie Bernay on the European side. Now I've recently started liking Ashley Wood stuff.
Ooh, yeah, Ashley Wood's great.
Yeah, like really loose, sort of expressive stuff. I love his painting stuff. That's what I've been starting to. I really want to get into painting, actually, oil painting, and I've like kind of slowly started getting into that. It's mostly because of just the expressive sort of thing that he does. I would really like to give it a go. Who else? Okay, yeah, it's. I mean, I could also say classic like Michelangelo. His stuff, his anatomical stuff is really strong. I really always like that. There's tons. There's tons.
Without a doubt, it's hard. Like I get asked it too, and I kind of just tick off the main ones. Like Sienkiewicz, Keith, Weishak. Like I kind of go that route, and I'm glad you brought up Michelangelo as far as anatomy goes and stuff like that, because your style, I mean, it's just like mine, like it's not super anatomically correct. Like people's jaws aren't that big. So the thing is, like, people misunderstand, like, just because we draw this way doesn't mean we don't know how to draw that way. Like, I think you have to know the rules before you can bend, even break them. Like, it's just, I think it's pivotal. And your art styles, and that's the other thing. You have an art style. If I see a piece, I'm like, oh, Chubbs did that. Like, I mean, that's Karl all day, every day. And that's something, like, I was just looking at comics just now, and it's not bad art, but these guys that are doing the house styles, they're very good. Like Jorge Jimenez, he's really good at what he does, but it's still a house style. But there's no personality, there's no flair, there's no flash, and that's something that I like, because I was going to show it on topic list, but I do have a Batman cover by Keith and Kelly Jones. And then you put it next, dude. You put it next to the the Jorge Jimenez cover. I'm like, it's undeniable which one is just stands out more. I'm not saying better, but I'm saying stands out more. If it's sitting on a shelf, you're gonna be like, what is that? I'm gonna go look at that thing. It pops, and your style really does definitely do that. So just because you like all these other artists doesn't even mean you don't know how or understand why. Like, you love Michelangelo because of the anatomy, which I'm sure you're very well versed at.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is hard finding your own sort of voice, but I mean, what can I say? I mean, I've always liked the cartoonier sort of thing.
It has more character to it.
You can bend reality. I mean, just copying reality is a bit boring to me. I mean, not that I don't appreciate people like Alex Ross and all that, but
it's highly impressive.
Huge talent.
Well, he's using gouache for that too, so that's even crazier. So yeah.
But his main talent to me isn't even really the painting or the drawing part of it. It's the way he sets up his references, because he's got all that design sense and composition. All that stuff he sets up right at the beginning before he even touches a paintbrush or a pen or whatever. And that's where he's really strong. And then obviously it's a great craft in putting that into, because there isn't that much divergence, from his references to that. So he's a great photographer. He's absolutely excellent. And
his sense of lighting is phenomenal.
Yeah, but he isn't a cartoonist.
Right.
That's the thing. So I always go with the cartoonist. I think.
Well, I mean, you have I think cartoonists are artists. Like, they really are. Like, there is the debate, and I've heard it goes over thousands. Not the Illustrator writer one, that's garbage. But there's the debate as to whether comic is art, and it's like, well, it is. It obviously is. To me, it's obvious. What is your opinion on that? Both of you, Monica and Karl. I know you guys are kind of biased, but do you find it to be art, or do you think it has to be a certain way in a comic to be art?
No, I don't think. I don't even know what art is. I mean, Lifestyle Looks, somebody who threw an egg onto a canvas. There was art. So I don't know. I think it's a pointless sort of. It's such a broad. It's a pointless distinction at the end of the day.
What's your opinion on it, Monica?
Before we met, I hadn't valued comics at all, but then I didn't know much about them. And once I started getting into it, and I gained some knowledge, and then I remembered the comics I had read as a child and teenager, and then I started noticing how much actual skill and talent goes into creating them. And then I saw Karl working tirelessly on his proper. He basically did an art course on his own. Anatomy, color values, all this stuff. Like the book. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely an honest, piece of bread. Yeah. So yeah, definitely art.
Yeah, and Karl, you're not totally wrong. Like, Leo Tolstoy has a book called "What Is Art." It's a fantastic book. I think everybody should check it out. It's a short book, but it is kind of a struggle to get through because it's Tolstoy. But he kind of just goes over what people view the classical term of art and what it should be, and how into his interpretation of what it is. And I think I think it is also based on the person's subjective opinion on it. Like the person who said, "Oh, comics aren't art at all," and he draws. He knows how to draw. But I just, that's just his point of view, his opinion. He views it as more of I mean, there are the people who also think, if you make it for commercial use, it's not art at that point. Art is like an expression. But to make the thing, it takes a skill set, which you have to learn and be good at, which is an art form. So
yeah. I think I've never divided arts and craft. That's why I never really got into the, modern art sort of anything. I mean, but mind you, I do like Francis Bacon stuff.
Well, like a banana taped to a wall obviously is not art. Like it just isn't. It's just somebody being trolling, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like Tracy Emin, like my unmade bed full of my dirty underwear. No, that's not art. That's
not art. Yeah,
that's an idea. That's just there's no craft behind it. So to me, it is.
Yeah, to me that at that point is a money laundering scheme. Like art, like fine art technically kind of is, like, the dot painted on the 18-foot canvas, like the little, that is a money laundering scheme. Yeah. But if you take somebody who took, like, oh, this painting took me 3 weeks to do, and there's a lot of technique in it, there's style, there's something, even if it's just loosely interpretive, if it's, to me, they invested their soul into it in a heartfelt way, that would make it art at that point, whether it's a table leg or a painting. Like it's a part of them goes into it, no matter what it is, and a part of us does go into everything we do, even if we're just doodling an eyeball, like, and for fun. Like, oh, so I've ripped up so many pieces, everybody gets mad at me about it. But the thing is, that is a part of me I don't want out there. Like, that's a part of my soul I don't want people to have, so I just tear it up. I'm like, you can't have this. This is garbage. What's your viewpoint on that? How do you feel about destroying something you've done that you don't like? Do you do it ever?
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. I like it.
Like it just goes into the shredder. Mostly because it'll be piles and piles of paper on my desk, and this one gets annoyed with me when I've got a dirty desk. And I'm gonna chuck this away.
No, Monica, do you get mad at him when he does it?
Well, okay, you can't see the rest of this living room, and that's a very good thing, but it's terribly untidy, and I'm trying to keep on top of it. I'm not very good at it. So when it gets beyond a certain point of messiness, I'm like, okay, clear out. And whatever's redundant has to go.
There you go. That's a nice way to look at it. Like it's clutter at that point, and it has to get out of it. Okay, yeah. People don't understand little pieces of paper. If you just take one, it's nothing. It's fine. But if you take hundreds of them, you can't move. So yeah,
right. And you walk, and you get paths. Like where there used to be a room, there is piles of things and little paths that. If you get too fat, you can't move fast. So,
well, ODF wants to know why he can't get involved in this money laundering scheme.
ODF just
you need some rich friends who know how to market.
I'll tell you what, ODF, go to Michael's, buy a 4 foot by 3 foot canvas, tape a P to the center of it, post it on eBay, see what happens.
Oh, dude.
See what happens. You might get somebody.
I'm inspired.
Yeah. You might get somebody. Say it's the artistic interpretation of the bureaucracy of America and how minuscule we are in its entrapment of the void. I don't know. Just make up some garbage. No one cares.
ODF. Sorry, Luke. Luke is saying all the knobs think that they are Dutch app. Okay, and they are not. They missed the point of what Dutch amp was doing.
Was he the guy who put the urinal in the? I forget. Was he? Was it?
I don't know. It's kind of.
Sounds like a guy that would do that.
The name rings a bell, but I'm not sure which.
Is he the one that painted the pipe?
That's the urinal man. Yeah.
Well, who's the one that painted the pipe and underneath it says this is not a pipe? Like
similar. He took a urinal that I think he got out of and he literally put it on display, and I think he just wrote art or something at the bottom.
I've heard of that.
Just to troll the industry. Basically.
I think majority of that is just a troll, and it's like I said, it's just money laundering for rich people at that point. You know, but if you take something like a Rembrandt, that's obviously art.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and speaking of art, we have this fantastic thing right here. That's our little segue. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're over here. Okay, I didn't know where we were. Why are we over there?
Yeah.
There we go. Hold on.
I kind of like. Oh.
No, you don't like anything.
I don't. I have no opinion.
You have no opinion at all. So, Karl Monika, tell us about Merry Boys.
Would you like a beer?
Yeah. She's gonna pour a beer. She's started the story already. A million times.
Yeah, that's okay. I will say real quick, that is one thing about campaigning. It does get a little redundant.
I've got the elevator pitch down to a T. So it's
do it.
Teenage Knights Templar saving their backward English, bring salvation to their backward English British town by force. So essentially, it's four brothers with birth defects, which render them unable to grow hair. They give them cleft palates, big hands, big feet, and whenever they drink alcohol, it imbues them with superhuman strength.
So good.
So anyway, so they were raised by a priest who had incidentally had a past life regression. They live in a really bad little town somewhere in England, and with lots of crime. And the priest got shot in his own church. He got a bullet lodged in his skull, and while he was in a coma, he had a past life regression to a time where he was a member of the Order of the Knights Templar. Right, so he came out of this coma, seeing these visions of how the town would be destroyed by a biblical apocalypse if he didn't stop all the sinfulness in the town. And after he left the hospital, he heard these babies crying in a dumpster behind an abortion clinic, right? And he dug them out, and he took them home after saving their lives. He found out that so basically they were already on death's door. They were going to die. So he took them to the hospital, and they were going to die of exposure. So he gave them their last rites with the wine and the wafer, and it's reinvigorated them. It was the alcohol and the wine, and he basically saved their lives. So he took them home and trained them to be these punk Knights Templar. So they wear big Doc Marten boots, big leather gloves, and they carry these cricket bats, and they're vigilantes, basically. They're urban terrorists, if you a less kind description would be.
Well, I did hear a little bit of Luke's show when I was at work, and I did hear you say, I think it was on Luke's, that you said it's kind of, you were a little influenced by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, no, it is absolutely. Yeah, that's almost like the blueprint, because there's four of them. They've got a mentor, and they're kind of mutants in a way because they've got the birth defect. And I like the grittiness of the original, the very, very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic. It had this urban grittiness to it. It was black and white. You kind of, like when you read it, you felt like you're reading something underground, something quite, something for Barton, and I kind of wanted, and I was thinking, if I could recapture that same sort of feeling, I'd be really happy.
Oh, I mean, you did. It totally does scream independent, underground, but also like it has that vibe of that. Like you said, there's four of them. You have your mentor, so yeah, you don't have to be redundant. But it does totally. That's one reason why I also love it. I love Marvel and DC comics. I love all that stuff, but the underground stuff, like the black and white stuff, I don't know. There's something to it. There's just, it grabs you a little bit more, I think. Like you get to see all the nooks and crannies that the illustrator put in. What's that knob saying? What did he say?
He said it's also his cat's origin story.
Yeah.
Checks out. Cran wants you to confirm communion. I guess you mentioned in your explanation of the book. I know I heard stuff when I watched Bancroft's channel when you were on about it. How does communion play in the story again?
It was he gave them last rites because they were going.
Okay.
because they were dying of exposure, and the hospitals just couldn't be bothered to basically save them. And they weren't giving them much attention, so he snuck in and back in the middle of the night and decided he's going to give them at least.
So it was a miracle. Communion saved them, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Now you have the Mary Boys, the first ones, and then you have I always say beefcake because it's just you have beef heads, and then you have this. Do they all tie in together, or are they all separate things?
Well, so the first two comics, which are these?
Hold on.
I'm just going to check on the little monkey while he's talking.
Yeah, we've got a little monkey upstairs.
Oh,
nice.
I like monkeys.
So that's that's the origin story. So that's one unit, and then we did a collection of short stories called Beefheads.
Yeah.
4 self-contained stories.
Nice.
That basically just take place in their town, and they don't follow on from each other.
Right. So it's like an anthology almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, so they're all of these campaigns, comics. They're all separate from one another.
Well, this it's starting now is a long form.
Well, yeah, this is one. It says part 1 in the thing. So yeah. How many? Oh, go ahead, Angela. No, ask your question.
I was just curious in regards to the Mary Boys. Was there anything that influenced their look, particular, or it's not a
I don't. I've been wondering where it all came from. Like Black Sabbath's album. Firstly, Father Parish, Black Sabbath's Volume 4. There's with Ozzy on the cover, and he's doing because of the way it's photographed. It looks like he's got this massive chin, and it looks a lot like Father Parish. I think that's where that sort of look came
so
from.
okay.
Almost like that's foreseer of doom, the prophet of doom, telling people things are gonna go horribly wrong. I think that's where that comes from. And the boys, it's just it's punk skinhead stuff. They just
okay. I know. I really like it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
enjoy the simplicity of it as well. So yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that the name Skinhead got co-opted by a bad organization because
they're redeemed skinheads, Jason.
Well, it's like the thing is they aren't really. Thinking about it, they aren't really skinheads because it doesn't have that cultural. Because skinheads are essentially it's a youth movement. We're starting this one, which was defined by music right in the beginning, and it kept being defined by as the music changed over the years. They didn't. There's nothing like that for them. It's almost like they're pathologically. Is a pathological accident. The birth defect, the big hands, the shoes, the dog. Yeah. It's all, but it all just falls into place like that. And as for skinheads, they've got their political opinions are across the board. You'll have extreme right, extreme left, and everything in between. But the only sort of thing they have in common is they shave their heads and they love violence, and that's.
Hey, I only shave my head because I'm bald, and so I just don't want horseshoe hair. But that's so yeah. But it's just unfortunate. But no, I think it's funny. You got. It's slightly influenced by that Sabbath cover stuff. I didn't know that. That was kind of humorous. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, it's cool.
Real quick, let's go over everybody's favorite part because it just, everybody hears it a million times and they can check it out for themselves. But you got to do it on the streams in case somebody's just listening and they're not watching. Let's go over the tiers real quick. So we got the lager tier.
Yep, that's it. The lager tier has always been, well, it has since the last campaign. It's basically everything. New on the tier is the lager tier. So it's the standard comic. It is the comic with a variant cover, which is Father Parish in a tree, which ties into the first part of the story. And then there's these new things called sketch covers, which I've never done before, but apparently people like them. So
yeah, I like them. Yeah. Shelby likes them. Yeah. RJ Ryan, I know Luke likes them. So yeah. I did pick up. I customized mine, but I did get a sketch cover. Now, and when you print them, obviously, as you should know, have a matte don't have any coding on those things because
Yeah.
I think one thing I truly hate, and Shelby will agree, obviously, whenever you get a sketch cover and you start drawing on it, next thing you know, it's just all smeared out. Even you got a hand hover, and even then you got to be. It's annoying. But the sketch covers are fun. I think a lot of people don't understand them when they go to buy them from the artist, like especially if they're pre-drawn on, because they don't understand is this a piece of art or the comic? Can I open it? Like they get confused, but I don't care. I love drawing on them, so they're fun. I'm glad you had one on this tier. So yeah, so that gets everything that's new, like you said, and you save a little bit of money if you do that too. I believe so. It's a good way to bundle everything and help people out. So then next we got this is the digital tier.
That's just the PDF for
that's the PDF, which is always good for people overseas, which every majority of your backers are probably overseas, to be fair. So if they don't want to pay the shipping, which gets Indiegogo change things, and now you don't get charged till later. But if you don't want to worry about shipping, you can back that, especially Australians. Like and then you have,
just to add that everybody who backs anything on this campaign will get a PDF of the comic.
Oh, nice.
So. And I encourage people to share this thing. I really I love it when people recommend these comics to their friends, because that's the best sort of thing.
Well, and that's something I always say. Like if you can't, even if you can't back it right now, or you want just share it out, then it'll help the campaign. It'll help you, and also maybe it'll remind you, oh, that's right, I wanted to back Married Boys, and you go back into whatever feed you have, and you click the thing. But yeah, share it out, please. Like Carl's saying. Were you saying something?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing. Get the word out.
Get the word out. And then you have that awesome variant like you were talking about. I like it. Yep. Real quick, how many pages?
It's 40 pages.
Okay. That's a great price point. Fantastic price point.
Billy Basco said, Chubb says his books are standard size, but I will tell you they are large. We can tell why he's able to keep the wife so happy.
Billy!
I was waiting for the right moment.
That's my kind of humor.
Yes, seriously.
Yeah.
Jordan says Carl has a bit of a Mad Magazine kind of style.
Yeah, I see that too.
Angelo Torres. Oh my gosh, I almost said it wrong. It's like my name, Mort Drucker.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I see it too. And yeah, these are they're magazine size pretty much in the US. So they are not standard, everybody. But which I mean, with art like this, I'm not mad about. So it's nice to see it in a bigger format. So and then you have your sketch cover like you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And one thing I really like about this campaign, you like the main tiers. You're like, these are what we got. There you go. And I like that. I like campaigns that have like a almost a customizable system, because you're like, these are the main things that we have, and then down here you have your add-ons, which you can be like, okay, well, you can also pick up the prints if you want them. You can add a book if you want it. You can get original art down here, and now the cover is original art. Are the interiors original as well?
No, I deviated this time. I decided I wanted to give Clip Studio a chance this time around.
Well, you can't tell, which is fantastic. A lot of people, when they draw traditionally, it's hard for them to interpret that into a digital style, into a digital way. You incorporated it beautifully. It looks great. If I never knew, I would never know. So, and an advantage of digital is obviously, as I'm sure Monica will be thrilled about, it saves space. You don't have to worry about cleaning everything up afterwards. So, how did you like it?
It was good. I didn't save any time at all.
You're zooming in so much.
Because I feel like I've done more work on every page.
Yeah.
I think it's a better, a better looking comic as a result of it. Didn't save any time.
It does add a crispness to things. Like I've Absolute 1 and 1 in the first half of 2 were all digital, and then the way I work, if people know, because I do the outline digitally printed up, and then I'll ink it traditionally. But I like doing that because, as you said, it seems like it goes faster. If it's all digital, I find myself zooming in more or deleting things, making sure that line is perfect. It kind of eats away at the time. So
I love this. What I really liked about it is the half tones. I so badly wanted to do half tones on this book, right? And Clip Studios it's just the half tone system on it is perfect. It's really, really
nice.
good. You know, doing that traditionally would cost a bomb because deleter sheets are really expensive. And it's just not doable.
Yeah, Billy did halftone patterns for Rock and Roll Ninja, and he did a beautiful job, and he did those digitally, I believe. So yeah, it really does pay off when done properly.
Sorry, Jason, can I just pop up to the loo quickly?
No, there's no rush to it. Go ahead.
I'm not going to get myself a bottle. I know the done thing is getting a bottle and standing here and.
No. Wait, getting a bottle? You didn't get a bottle. No, you wear a diaper on this show, my friend. What are you doing?
I shouldn't have given him the beer.
No, I mean, stay refreshed, loosen up a little bit, have a little fun.
So I got some fancy beers for streaming because, we don't really drink nowadays.
Oh, hold on. What's that one? Let me make it big. Give me a second to find you. Where is she, Angela? I found her.
You know me. Don't ask
There
me.
you
Ooh, it's backwards.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people.
I'm really enjoying this.
No, that is great. And Luke is the beer drinker or connoisseur, I should say, of the two of us. On topic was I don't drink. It's because of medical reasons, but it's just Luke definitely knows his IPs and all whatever and stuff. So
Hello,
Luke,
Hockey.
Who's
Hockey's here? Hockey.
I'm not saying hi to him.
Oi.
No, what's up, Hockey? Hockey back this. They have a PDF. It's fantastic. So Monica, how are you doing?
So where did he go? Wait, did he go get
He went to the toilet.
Oh, the loo, they would say, I think.
There's a toilet in there. Hockey says toilet.
Up the lads. Okay, I'm kidding. I'll stop.
No, are you enjoying doing the?
You're right.
Are you enjoying doing the streams with Karl, Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I used to be very uncomfortable at the beginning, a few years ago, but now it's sort of. I don't really have time to get nervous about it.
You do get used to it, and I think it there's a lot of people, especially writers, I found this out to be where they have their icon up when they're discussing the book because they're uncomfortable. But I think it helps being on camera to sell the book. People like to see a face associated with the campaigns, and it's great that both of you are on camera for this. Because last time I just had Karl on. And when we were discussing everything, so it's great to have both of you on. I love it.
She should be doing so much of the promotion of it now.
Yeah,
says Monica, and will you be coming too, Karl?
You're a pivotal part of it. That promotion is no joke. I wish I had somebody to just promote my stuff, and I don't have to worry about it at that point. It would be great. So you are a pivotal point in this, and also, like I said, I mainly do see your stuff more than Karl's, just because of the way the algorithm works out for a lot of people. So whenever you're sharing out your thing, it definitely helps everybody. So it's you being on stream, and also people get to know your dynamic. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a good time. And these can be nerve-wracking at first, but you get used to it.
Yeah. Another thing is that we have a little monkey, but now he's big enough to be left upstairs to sleep. A few years ago, obviously he was smaller, and he had to be looked after more closely, so I couldn't stay up and sit and relax and chat. I had to be there. So that's another thing.
What type of monkey is it?
That's our child.
Shoot, I was hoping you would.
I mean, you guys say monkey, people do own monkeys. I don't know.
Monkey can be a cat. I don't know.
And then Angela's got me thinking it's a real monkey. So
I was hoping, man.
But seriously, there's some people, but so but some when people get about there are people who keep chimpanzees and stuff.
That's so dangerous.
That's terrifying.
Did you guys see the show? It's on. I don't know if you get it in your region. It's called Chimp Empire. If you can, I think it's on Amazon or something like that. I can't remember which stream platform it's on. But if you can find Chimp Empire, it's fantastic. Also, there's a Chimp Crazy. Watch Chimp Crazy.
That's the one where the lady gets her face ripped off.
No, but
that
yes.
happened.
No, but yes. In Chimp Crazy, it's about this lady raising chimps and stuff. And it's her story, but they do go into the other ones. And these people they're bat crazy. Like they're
Tiger
insane.
King, but with monkeys.
Yeah, it's like Tiger King with monkeys.
So
Yeah.
this is a monkey we actually made.
Yeah. So I will advise that more to people than having a real monkey. So yes, please, people, make your own monkeys.
Yes, make your own.
In all seriousness, I'd rather keep a tiger and take my chances with that than a chimpanzee. They're just, the things they do to you when they don't like it's.
Well, they go after your genitals
first.
And
they suck your eyeballs out with
they eat your fingers off. Yeah.
Michael Jackson had a monkey named Bubbles, and then one day Bubbles was gone. So
yeah, because he probably got too old.
It got too old and a little bit out of control.
So this is a great way for people to back Mary Boys.
Ta-da!
No, but people really should pick up Mary Boys. You do have original art on here. You have original art tiers. You can do a sketch. You can add it on your pledge. People, please check it out. Don't buy monkeys. Make your own.
What time is it there? Shelby wants to know.
What is the time now?
11.
It's about 10. So
let me have a look.
It's like 11 because it was 10 when we started, right?
Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah.
We're good.
Shelby, it's 5 hours. Wait, what?
Nothing gets Jason hot like a face torn off by a monkey. That's also Shelby.
He knows me really well. Faces of Death. I mean, that's what I tuned to. Yeah.
Okay.
Notice, it's like meeting a bear in the woods. No, don't want to meet the chimp.
Travis said the chimp ruined BJ and the bear for me. I remember that vaguely. I like the one movie with the orangutan and Clint Eastwood. That's the one that I always go back to.
Oh yeah. I forget. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, baby monkeys destroy your homes too. Don't get a baby monkey.
Get a real monkey. Make your own monkeys. If you both are willing to do so, make your own monkeys. The population is on a decline from what I hear. So make your own monkeys.
And sell books. Monkey Talk sells books.
Yeah, sell monkeys and make your own books.
Make your own books.
No. Yeah. No, everybody, please share out Mary Boys. Back it if you can. I backed earlier. Like I said, I was going to back on Luke's, but I don't like him, so I didn't back.
Dude.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
What?
I know.
I have a show with the guy.
You're a joke. You're a jokester. You're not a joke. You like to make jokes. Oh my gosh.
I'm not a joke. Well, I am a joke.
No, you're not.
Ask my exes. Yeah, this was fun. I always have a good time doing these. It's been a while since I've had y'all on. So we are coming up to the end because we like to do an hour mainly for rewatchabilities and stuff like that. So like I said, people, please click the links. Indiegogo doesn't take your money until later now, so just back as much as you can. Spend thousands of dollars on it. You don't, it doesn't matter right now. Angela, are there any more questions in the chat?
Other than Monkey Talk,
Crazy. Everybody go watch it.
Yeah, awesome one. Keeps getting censored. None. I look forward to backing this book. It looks amazing.
Yeah, and you guys do have a catch-up tier, right?
Yes. There's a digital catch-up tier. I think it's £10. I think.
Look at me. I don't know.
I forget.
So just a digital one, or is there an actual?
And there's a physical one too.
Yeah, there's. My bad. I didn't show that. Yeah, it is. It's 10 for the digital catch-up bundle, and then 30. This is euros, everybody. This is fake money, not American money.
Pounds.
And say they're in the
pounds, euros. I don't know. It's not real anyway. Come on.
They're their own country. They have pounds.
Whatever. America's the only country that matters. Kidding. But no, there is catch-up tiers, so everybody, you can add that onto your pledge. You have to pledge first, and then you add your add-ons, and then Bob's your uncle. So, Angela, there's no more questions in the chat. Do you have another question?
I don't see any.
No, okay. I have one last question. I kind of thought of one, Angela, so now we have a new question.
Why is pasta sticky when cooking? That's hockey. Anyway, go on.
Ignore hockey. He's Australian.
You're supposed to throw it up, and then if it sticks to the ceiling, it's al dente. And you can
exactly. That's what I do.
Don't give him any. No, he's Australian. He doesn't matter. It's a fake area anyway. No, I have before it was a superhero question, but now I changed it. So this applies to both of you. So whoever answers first is fine. If you had only one band to listen to for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh, that's
Now it doesn't have to be your favorite band. It doesn't have to be your favorite band. Just one band that, if you want to listen to one band in the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, that's a really tough one. I don't think I could.
one, Jason.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll answer mine. I'll answer first. And I have a favorite band, but it's not my favorite band. It would probably be Slipknot, mainly because their catalog is bigger. I love Pantera. They have some of the best stuff, in my opinion, and all their albums are bangers. But Slipknot has more, so I would probably pick Slipknot.
Yeah, greater variety. Edge of Sanity probably for me.
So depressing. I'd say Sabbath, the first 6 albums.
There you go.
Because you can't go. I can't think. I've never gotten tired of listening to that. I've listened to it hundreds, if not thousands, of times, and I've never gotten tired of it. Those 6 albums, I can run them beginning to the end, and that's great.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Edge of Sanity is a Swedish band, I think, a band Danswano. But I would go for them because their sort of range of output is massive. Like so, it's all metal, but very different types
different
of
styles.
Yeah, different styles. So hopefully, I wouldn't get bored and go home.
And that would be the whole trick of it. So yeah, like I said, I was trying to think of a new question. I'm like, that's actually, I don't think it's a bad question. No, great answers. I love it. So thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it, Angela. Thank you for hosting.
This fun stream. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a good one. Everybody, please back share it out. If you can't, even if you can back it, share it out. Like I said, one of my favorite indie campaigns out there. It really is. I mean, hey, we got Karl to do a cover for Frog G2 for a reason.
Oh my gosh, that cover is amazing.
It's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. I'm gonna hit this button right here. Stick around. There you go.